How do dictators text each other, you might ask? Well, they don't use emojis or abbreviations, they use fear and intimidation. Instead of LOL, they use lose or lament. Instead of BRB, they use better run buddy. And they never ever use smiley faces. Welcome to the world of dictatorial regimes, where the absurd becomes the norm, and excess is the only constant. It's a world that might seem alien to some, but it's as real as the ground beneath our feet, especially in the context of African history. Imagine a place where the leader's portrait is on every wall, his voice is the only one on the radio, and his face is even on the money. You might think that's a lot of exposure, but hey, who needs Instagram influencers when you have an entire country to yourself? Now, let's take a detour to the land of excess. Picture a dictator who had a thing for grandeur. He built numerous palaces while his people lived in poverty. He even had a throne made of pure gold. Some would call it a royal flush, but in his case it was more of a royal waste. But wait, there's more. How about the dictator who had an obsession with titles? He had so many that if you tried to address him by all of them, you'd probably grow a beard by the time you finished. Yet in the midst of these absurdities and excesses, the spirit of the African people remains unbroken. Their resilience is a testament to their strength, their unity, their hope for a better future. Imagine an Africa free from the shackles of dictatorship, where leaders serve the people, not their egos, where resources are used for the benefit of all, not just a privileged few, where the wealth of the continent is harnessed for the development of its infrastructure, not the construction of golden thrones. This is not just a dream, but a vision that is within reach. Unity among African nations is not just a necessity, but a path towards progress. It is through unity that we can overcome the challenges of the past and build a future that is prosperous, inclusive, and sustainable. So, as we laugh at the absurdities and shake our heads at the excesses, let's also remember the potential that lies within this great continent. For in the end, it is not the dictators who define Africa, but its people, their spirit, their resilience, their unity. And remember, the next time you see a dictator on TV, don't be fooled by the gold and the grandeur. Look instead at the people behind him, for they are the true wealth of Africa. Their unity is the key to unlocking a future that is brighter, better, and free from the chains of dictatorship. So here's to a united Africa, a continent that is rich in resources, rich in culture, and most importantly, rich in its people. Together we can turn the dream of a better future into a reality.